everyone, it's Kelly. Welcome back to Kelly's Little Ones Nursery. So, I tried several times to do a video with this standing or this thing that sits like that with my phone sitting on it, but every time I tried, it didn't come out the way I wanted it to. So, because I'm left-handed, the buttons are over here on this side down here. But so I gave up on that, and I decided to just hold this video or my stupid phone, because I don't want to do it on my computer because it's fully charged. But today is the anniversary of the day I started dialysis, which was June 23rd, 1997 is when I began my dialysis journey, and it's been 23 years, and I thought that I would come on and do a quick video for you all to just let you guys all know that if any of you are friends with me on Facebook, I did share a memory from a couple of years ago with a couple of photographs of me at my dialysis clinic in my chair and one of the machine. But I resaved those, to my computer, and I posted it to my Facebook page and did a caption with it. It all came from the heart. It's been some kind of a day to remember all that I said, but yeah, it has been 23 years since my journey began with dialysis. So how it started was, before that, I had all these medical issues and abdominal pain in my abdomen all the time, and I was constantly every single day taking aspirin to relieve the pain, and aspirin didn't help at all, and it would take like 2 to 3 hours for it to kick in. But I was constantly taking that and taking it and taking it. And even in school, in school you have to have permission for medications to be, but like I would carry them around in my backpack, and I would kind of sneak them when I had this abdominal pain. I would just sneak them, and it was like my 8th grade year of middle school, so it's my last year of middle school, and my teacher knew about this. They all did, and and she saw that I was doubled over in pain, and she was like, you need to, I'm going to call an ambulance. And I was like, oh, please don't call an ambulance. Please do not call an ambulance. Just call my mom. And of course, my mom doesn't drive. So back then, we didn't have a car. So she had to rely on somebody, a friend or somebody, to come get me. And I was like, I begged this woman to not call an ambulance, and she did anyway, which was like, oh my gosh. So from that point on, the journey began. They finally figured out what was wrong in the abdominal part, but that's not something I'm willing to share. But when I was young, we had doctors tell me that someday I would be starting kidney dialysis, and someday I would have to be if the numbers of the kidney function were as low as they were. And I only have one kidney, by the way. So I wasn't born with one kidney. I had two, but they had to remove the right kidney when I was born because it was too small to even function, though the left kidney was small enough to function somewhat. I'm surprised I didn't go on dialysis like sooner than I was. I started when I was 15. So I was in the hospital for about a total of, sorry, I have to keep switching arms, a total of 3 months, and to the point to where, like, they did the surgical procedure on my abdomen that, which cured the problem. Like I said, if I feel comfortable sharing that, I might share that in a video, but I most likely won't. My family, my friends, my closest friends know the reason why the abdominal pain began, especially my mom. But yeah, so I went in for that and came out. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say went in for something different and came out with kidney failure, because that's not at all actually really. I've always had kidney failure, and the symptoms and the things have always been there, and there was always blood work every month, to where I had home health care people come out and draw my blood each and every month. And then of course I would have to me and my mom would have to take the city bus downtown to the doctors, to see the doctors. And yeah, and I was just really tired and weak, and I ate like a little bird. But yeah, so yeah, 3 months in the hospital, came out. So on June 14th of 1997 is my official start date of dialysis in the hospital. And after I was released from the hospital, it continued for about maybe a year or so, probably outpatient at that same hospital downtown where I went. And then I was, when there was a spot out here at our Valley Clinic, which was behind the hospital at the time. They were using that part of the hospital until we got our own clinic, and then so it was not such a long ride and things like that. So yeah, I'm a survivor. I'm a fighter. I've always been a survivor and a fighter. God has always looked out for me. Um, if He wanted to take me a long time ago, He would have taken me when I was born, and He didn't, because obviously there's a reason why I'm still here, and that reason is me sitting here right now with you all, talking to you. And yes, I've lived through a failed kidney transplant in, I don't know, I think it was like 2002 or 2003, something like that, I think. Um, Something like that, yeah. But it was not the kidney. It was a good kidney, a healthy kidney, came from a cadaver. It was the transplant team that, yeah, didn't do enough research on me, and the kidney didn't work. Long story short, the kidney that they transplanted into me didn't work from the get-go. And they transplanted it into me a couple hours later. That same team of surgeons took the kidney out, removed it from my body, and put it in another place and left it there for 5 days, and to where my body had to fight temperatures and infections up the yin yang and back, and I was fighting temperatures of 105 degrees for days and days and days on end, and I lived through that. And I am only 4'5.5" maybe, and probably 90 something pounds. So for me to live through that is amazing, until my mom finally had enough of it and said, tell me what I have to do. Tell us what, tell me what I have to do. Tell me what I need from the pharmacy. We'll get it. I'm going to take her out of here, and I'm going to get her home. And it took me like for the first week after that, for the first week after that, it took like a week for the temperatures to get back to normal, and and then 1 week I think, I can't even remember now, gosh, it's been so long, but I want to say for like at least maybe a month straight, I had to go see my nephrologist in his office, and we had to go to the pharmacy, get all the supplies because I still had an open wound in my abdomen, because that's where they did it. They opened up the abdomen. It goes from the bottom of my belly button all the way down to the end of the stomach. That wound was open, and we had to, take care of open wound care for a while. My mom was taught how to do that, and we did it, and for like a month straight, I had to go see my nephrologist in his office. Bottom line is, the whole time I was in the hospital fighting even with this new kidney in, I never stopped dialysis because it never worked, because this team that took care of me, that was supposed to take care of me, didn't take care of me, because they knew that the kidney was no good by the time they put it into me. And they put it into me anyway, and the first time they did it, they put staples in my stomach, and I developed an allergy to the staples, which made me even sicker, not only with a bad kidney, but with staples, and treating me with any antibiotics that they could, and nothing worked. They finally let me go after my mom had to get snappy with them and say, guess what, I'm going to take her home. They let me go with still a fever, but a low-grade fever, but we went home, and because from what I hear about transplant drugs, any transplant drugs, they're similar to like chemotherapy drugs, I guess. I don't know if that's true for sure. That's what I've heard. And I was so sick a lot of the time. Like, I was in bed a lot and laying on my head. So, not all my hair fell out, but, like, I lost a lot of hair. Like, not bald, but I lost a lot of hair back then. Like, in the middle part of my head, like, in the back part here. I don't know, but you can, here's the top, so probably around here somewhere. But yeah. So, I started getting better within like a week of being home, and being in a hospital here with sick people constantly. Anyway, I had a room to myself, but it was still So anyway, yeah, that is my journey. Today, as of today, I've been on kidney dialysis for a total of 23 years. And you guys, I'm still here. I was born at 2 pounds 7 ounces, and doctors honestly didn't think that I would make it back then. And I proved them wrong, and I fought through that, and I fought through all of my other medical stuff that I've ever been through, and including that. And yet here I am, still doing dialysis 23 years now. I'm no longer eligible for a kidney. According to the nephrologist I have now, she said it's due to my anatomy. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming that means due to my small stature. But then again, I have a friend who I went to high school with that was smaller than me, but and she had a successful transplant when she was a baby. She's probably maybe a year or two older than I am, but everybody's different. I don't know if she was a preemie. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, everybody's different. But hey, the point is I'm still sitting here talking to you guys, talking to you about my journey. 23 years on dialysis, y'all. So, even if you cannot comment, give me a thumbs up, because I'm still here after 23 years of doing the kidney thing, the dialysis thing. I'm still here, period. 38 years later, to be exact. 38 years later, I'm still here. I'm sitting on the couch talking to you all. I've gone through so many medical stuff, and at 15 years old, my life changed, but for the better, because dialysis did make me healthy. I started getting a better appetite. I started getting better weight. I started thriving better. Doctors did what they could before that, but yeah. So chronic kidney disease, it's a chronic illness, and once you're on dialysis, I've heard that I should say, I've been told that if you have kidney failure and you have to go on a kidney dialysis, that is a stage 5. And that is when transplant is definitely needed and recommended to save your life and make you have a better quality of life. But you know what? I've been doing it for 23 years. And yeah, granted, I'm only 38 and I've been doing it since I was 15. But hey, it is what it is, and yeah. So that is my video for you all. Sorry it's almost over 21 minutes long, but I didn't expect it to be this long. Sorry, guys. So everybody have a great and blessed Sunday. Thank you if you made it through this whole video. Thank you for watching all the way through. Give me a thumbs up to show your support, because I don't know if this is going to have comments, but if it doesn't, give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and the notification